All right, welcome to Painting with James. We're making content here. This is in Procreate, and they do this nice time-lapse thing, which is always a little deceiving because it only makes a mark, it only advances this little time-lapse every time you make a mark, so it just looks like you're this super productive worker bee, worker ant maybe, but really there's lots of just like sitting there staring at it, looking at the reference, but what's happening right now is just blocking in the shapes. There's lots of layers too, so that one of the nicest things about digital painting is not having to decide about the color until you see it next to other colors, because that's kind of how you know the color is right, when you can just kind of fiddle with things. So you'll see lots of kind of like temperature changes going on, and yeah, just kind of, another thing, why have a limited palette when it's just as easy to, there's no cost aversion to having lots of colors. I thought I was going to do some brick texture here. I think I ended up taking it out because it's just visually chaotic, but really this is just a really impractical way to make an image. It took a long time, maybe like 6 hours. Hard to tell. But it's like it's a study. I learned a lot about concrete texture, how to make that feel real. Playing around with some like a reflection going on in the doors over there. This was the most fun part, doing these little labels. But maybe the most important lesson for painting from reference is, I think that you should always have an allegiance to the painting and not the reference, because at the end of the day, this is all I'm showing. So as you can see, I totally just was like, it's gonna be a white wall, and that's fine.